There's a space in my heart, a quiet place where emotions dwell, a place where my love for you once bloomed like the first morning sun, bright and pure. And even now, with all the distance between us, I carry that love like a secret treasure, tucked safely away. But as the days go by, I can't help but feel the weight of something more, a truth that grows heavier with time, like the clouds before a storm. Baby, you will regret it later. Not now, not in the rush of life where distractions pull your attention in 1,000 different directions. But later, when the moments pass, when the laughter fades, and you find yourself standing alone, caught in the quiet. That's when you'll realize what you had and how easily it slipped through your fingers. I remember the first time we met. It was simple, almost like any other day. But the moment your eyes met mine, I knew. There was something in the way you looked at me, not with just your eyes, but with your heart. It was the kind of look that made the world seem smaller, like everything that mattered was right there, in that one gaze. You were all I could see, and I knew deep down that this was something different, something real. But somewhere along the way, things changed. You began to pull away, not in obvious ways, but in subtle ways. The smile you once gave me didn't quite reach your eyes anymore. The words we exchanged felt less like promises and more like passing thoughts. And in those moments, I could feel the distance growing, slowly but surely. I knew, even then, that there would come a time when you would look back and wonder where it all went wrong. And now, as I sit here reflecting on the time we spent together, I can't help but feel a deep, lingering sadness. It's the kind of sadness that comes from knowing that what could have been might never come to pass. And while I understand that sometimes life doesn't always turn out the way we want it to, I can't shake the feeling that you will regret it later. One day, when the excitement of the world fades away and the noise dies down, you will find yourself standing alone in the quiet, and that's when the truth will hit you. You will remember the way I looked at you, the way my heart beat for you, and you will realize that the love we shared was something special. It wasn't perfect, no relationship ever is, but it was real, and it was beautiful. But now, I wonder if you see it too. Do you see what you've lost? The chances you had and let slip away? Or are you still too caught up in the rush of life to notice? I hope that one day you'll stop and think about the moments we shared, the laughter, the quiet talks, the long walks, and you'll realize that all of those little things added up to something big, something irreplaceable. You'll realize too late that all those times I reached out, all those moments when I tried to make you see, I wasn't asking for much. I wasn't asking for perfection or promises of forever. I just wanted you to see me, to hear me, to understand that love isn't something you find and then let go of so easily. It's something you hold on to, something you nurture, even when things get hard. But now, as I watch you move on, I can't help but wonder what's going through your mind. Do you ever think of me, even just for a second? Or is everything so easy now that I'm no longer around? I used to think that love was supposed to be easy, that when you found someone you never let them go. But I've learned the hard way that sometimes, even love can be a battle, and the hardest part is fighting for what matters, even when you don't always feel like it. And that's the thing. That's what you'll regret. Not the times we fought, or the moments when things weren't perfect, but the times you didn't try, the times you gave up too easily. Because love isn't just about the good times, it's about the bad ones too. It's about weathering the storms together and knowing that no matter what, you're in it for the long haul. There will come a time when you'll look at the empty space beside you, and it will hurt. You'll remember the way I made you feel, the warmth of my embrace, the way we fit together like puzzle pieces. And in that quiet moment, you'll understand that what we had was worth fighting for. But by then, I'll be a memory, a fleeting thought, and you'll be left wondering what could have been. I don't say this to hurt you. I say it because I know that deep down you'll feel it too. You'll feel the emptiness of the space I once filled, and you'll wonder if you made the right choice. But by then, it won't matter anymore. Theati Sachos. Time for regret will have passed, and all that will be left is the echo of what was, and the question of whether you could have done more. I don't regret the love I gave you. I don't regret the time I spent by your side, even if it didn't turn out the way I hoped. Because, in the end, I loved you with all that I had, and that's something I can be proud of. But I do regret that you couldn't see it then, that you couldn't appreciate the love we shared in the moment. And that, my love, is something you'll come to understand all too well when the silence settles in. Baby, you will regret it later. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday, when the world slows down and you're left with nothing but memories. And in that moment, you'll realize that I was the one you let go of, the one you couldn't see through the fog of your own doubts and fears. And that's when it will hurt the most. But until that day comes, I'll carry on. I'll keep moving forward, living my life, knowing that I gave you my all and that love, even if it wasn't returned in the way I hoped, was real. It was real, and it was beautiful, and it was enough for me. So, baby, when the days pass and you find yourself longing for something that's no longer there, remember this. I loved you. And in the end, that's all that matters. I loved you, and I will always carry you in my heart, even if you never truly understood the depth of what we had. Because love, true love, doesn't need to be understood to be felt, it just is.